Here are 10 TSA travel strategies every senior man should be aware of for 2025. And frankly, airlines are hoping you overlook these. Let's be honest, airport security isn't getting any simpler, especially if I'm over 60. By 2025, queues are longer than they've ever been. Rules keep evolving, and most folks just resign themselves to the stress as an integral part of the experience. But here's the truth. There are discreet shortcuts, unadvertised senior benefits, and often missed TSA tricks that airlines and even the TSA quietly wish I never uncovered. Today, I'm breaking down the 10 newest TSA travel hacks every senior gentleman needs to know for 2025. Even just one of these suggestions can save time, protect my health, and make travel considerably smoother. And remember, there are brand new changes I might not know about yet, so stick around. Number 10. Outsmart airport congestion by scheduling wisely. Most passengers entirely overlook this. The hour I choose to fly can significantly influence my entire airport experience. Experienced senior travelers understand the key. Reserve flights for early mornings or the middle of the week. Why? Because the queues are shorter, the personnel are more rested, and I can avoid the family holiday rush. Why this is important. During busy periods, I might find myself standing for over an hour. For instance, in 2025, Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International documented some of the country's longest typical TSA wait times, reaching up to 15 minutes and 27 seconds, whereas Palm Beach International averaged only 7 minutes and 27 seconds. By taking off at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday, I'll often glide right through while others are still asleep. How to utilize this? When making reservations, use airline filters to select early or mid-week departures. Arrive at the airport a minimum of 2 hours beforehand, even if it feels excessive. I will never regret having extra time, and it's improbable I'll encounter a slowdown. Pro tip, certain airports, such as Dallas, Fort Worth, and Atlanta, now provide lanes specifically for seniors or those requiring mobility assistance during less busy hours. I just need to inquire at check-in. Is there a priority or assistance lane available for seniors today? Number 9, dress as if you're a TSA expert. Airlines certainly don't publicize this, but my attire can quite literally determine the ease or difficulty of my security screening. Metal jewelry, substantial belts, or those boots with zippers. They attract additional scrutiny. Why this is important? The more metal and bulk my clothing contains, the greater the likelihood I'll delay the queue and possibly undergo a public pat-down. How to implement this? Opt for straightforward slip-on footwear and comfortable garments. Since 2025, regulations regarding shoe removal have become less stringent, thanks to advanced CT scanner technology. This deployment is finished at most large airports, but not all of them. Therefore, I should verify my departure airport's current guidelines. Easily removable shoes still prove beneficial for random inspections or at airports still using older scanners. Pro tip, if I am 75 or above, I should inform the TSA officer. I often won't need to take off light jackets, and if my joint replacement triggers the alarm, I might receive a second chance or be permitted to sit during the pat-down. For an exceptionally smooth journey, I can print and present a TSA notification card. It discreetly provides the officer with information about any medical devices or conditions I might have. Number 8, pack with professional efficiency. The method I use for packing is just as crucial as the items I include. TSA agents immediately identify overly full bags and electronics that resemble a tangled mess. Those are the ones destined to be emptied onto the inspection table. Why this is important? Well-arranged bags pass through the scanner quickly. Disordered, crammed bags, on the other hand, are earmarked for a manual check. How to achieve this? Approach my carry-on as an organized compartment. Utilize packing cubes. Keep electronics in an easily accessible pouch at the top and consolidate all my medications. Pro tip: before my journey, I should ask my airline's gate agent, what's the most effective way to arrange my carry-on for security at this location? Flight crew personnel are privy to the best strategies, such as keeping electronics outside of their sleeves and placing medical liquids at the front. Medications exceeding 3.4 Ahs are consistently permitted if I declare them upon reaching the scanner. I just need to inform the officer. If I take daily medication, I should keep everything in a transparent bag and have a doctor's note readily available for any medical devices. This can accelerate the process and prevent any awkward situations. Number 7. Utilize my senior status to gain TSA advantages. If I am 75 years old or older, I am eligible for specific TSA screening provisions, such as keeping my jacket and shoes on, receiving additional assistance with mobility aids, and having a chair for pat-downs. Why this is important? It means less time standing, less bending, reduced stress, and a more dignified experience, especially if I rely on mobility devices or have an artificial joint. How to access this? As I approach the security checkpoint, I simply need to state, I am over 75. Are there any senior accommodations or a priority lane available today? I should also mention any mobility requirements both at the airline check-in counter and at TSA security. Pro tip, if a pat-down is necessary, I am entitled to request a chair. Numerous airports now permit a second pass through the scanner if my medical device activates the alarm. And I must not forget my TSA notification card. It discreetly streamlines communication. Number 6. The Complimentary Security Concierge Service, TSA Cares. TSA Cares represents a significant advantage for seniors or anyone who requires a bit of additional assistance. This applies whether I am traveling alone, using a wheelchair, or simply find busy surroundings overwhelming. Why this is important? TSA Cares assigns me a trained assistant who will address my inquiries, help with my luggage, and guide me through the security process, thereby alleviating confusion and apprehension. How to utilize this? I can call TSA Cares at 8557872227 a minimum of 72 hours prior to my trip, or I can request a passenger support specialist from a checkpoint officer upon my arrival. This assistance is not exclusively for mobility aids. It is also available if I have a pacemaker, experience anxiety, or simply require an extra hand. Pro tip: wheelchair and meet and assist services from airlines are generally provided free of charge when requested during the booking process or at check-in. They will accompany me from the curb directly to my gate. Some credit cards, such as the Platinum Card from American Express, will even cover certain travel assistance charges. Number 5, have my documents and devices readily accessible, not hidden away. I shouldn't be the passenger caught off guard by the request for ticket and ID please at the checkpoint. Rummaging through a crammed bag or backpack not only delays me, but also makes me prone to additional inquiries. Why this is important? Well-organized travelers proceed quickly. Those who are unprepared create delays in the line and might appear suspicious to TSA personnel. How to achieve this? I should use a small pouch or a neck wallet for my ID and boarding pass. I should never let my pockets be loose. For medical devices, I should state proactively, I have a knee replacement pacemaker. Do you require my doctor's note or TSA notification card? Pro tip: I should keep all my medications and liquids in a transparent zippered bag prepared for inspection. I must declare anything exceeding 3.4 Ahs. Medical liquids or gels are allowed in any amount, provided they are declared. This speeds up the procedure and provides documentation for any potential questions. Now, if I've acquired even a single new piece of information so far, I hope you'll hit that like button. It aids other savvy travelers in uncovering these concealed benefits. For more in-depth insider secrets and senior travel strategies, please subscribe and activate the notification bell. The subsequent 5 hacks could potentially save me time, money, and anxiety on my upcoming journey. Number 4. Thoroughly inspect for unexpected items. Approximately 1 in 4 travelers misplace possessions at security, typically because of a forgotten bottle or a knife concealed deep within a bag. Why this is important. A hidden knife, bottle, or battery means my bag will be flagged, emptied, and I could potentially lose my cherished items to the TSA's discard pile. How to achieve this? The evening before my flight, I perform a pre-flight inventory check. I open every pocket and compartment. I specifically look for pocket knives, used batteries, aerosols, or sealed water bottles. Pro tip, I maintain a reusable checklist on my phone, or I print one for each trip. Even seasoned flyers overlook items when they are in a hurry, particularly medications or sharp objects. Number 3, enroll in TSA PreCheck or Clear for unparalleled efficiency. This serves as the ultimate express pass. For a mere $78 covering 5 years, the majority of credit card providers now reimburse the full cost. TSA PreCheck grants me a dedicated lane, eliminates the need to remove my shoes or laptop, and ensures a wait of under 10 minutes for 99% of passengers in 2025. Clear employs biometric identification checks for even quicker access. By combining both, I can experience the absolute shortest queue at nearly any major airport. Why this is important? It means less time on my feet, no need for airport disrobing, and more leisure time. In 2025, PreCheck passengers at bustling airports such as LAX and ATL frequently average less than 6 minutes in line. For standard queues, this duration can be 3 times greater during holiday periods. How to obtain this? I can apply online for TSA, PreCheck, or Clear. Numerous credit cards, including Chase Sapphire Reserve and MX Platinum, now offer refunds for these fees. If I journey internationally, I should apply for Global Entry, which costs $120 for 5 years. This includes PreCheck and expedited customs processing. Pro tip, when I travel with my family, children aged 12 and younger are now automatically permitted to join me in PreCheck lines. Number 2, steer clear of bag configurations that trigger additional screening. TSA inspection flags extend beyond just banned items. They also identify disorganized, suspiciously arranged luggage. Why this is important? Densely packed bags, intertwined electronics, and pre-wrapped gifts are all typical warning signs. In 2025, novel AI scanners are more adept than ever at detecting these. How to manage this? For electronics, I should place laptops and tablets either in a distinct, easily accessible compartment or visibly in a transparent pouch. For liquids, I must adhere to the 3-1-1 rule. Each container under 3.4 Oz, all contained within a quart-sized bag. I must declare medical liquids, as they are permitted beyond the limit if declared. For gifts, I should never pre-wrap presents. The TSA will unwrap suspicious packages, leaving me with a jumble and a delay. Pro tip, I should separate snacks, electronics, and liquids before reaching the checkpoint. This lessens the chance of my bag being emptied for inspection and accelerates the screening process, particularly at crowded airports during holiday periods. Number 1, utilize priority and assistance lines designated for seniors. Here's a valuable, often overlooked piece of information. Many airports discreetly provide priority or assistance queues for older individuals, passengers facing mobility difficulties, or simply those who inquire. These are not universally promoted, so I often need to know the right words to use. Why this is important? Rather than enduring the general queue, I can receive expedited processing, reduced waiting times, and occasionally dedicated agents to guide me through the procedure. How to access this? At check-in, I should ask, are there priority or assistance lanes available for seniors today? If I use a cane, walker, or simply require additional support, I should mention this. Staff will almost invariably direct me to the quickest available lane. Pro tip, I can combine this with pre-arranged wheelchair service. Airlines are obligated to provide this free of charge if I request it during booking, and they will escort me smoothly from the curb directly to my gate. Some airports also feature family and senior-friendly lanes during peak holiday periods. I just need to ask. So, which of these strategies do you think will prove most beneficial for you personally? Have you already experimented with any of them? Please share your experiences in the comments section. I truly enjoy hearing from other astute travelers. If you desire even more exclusive insights, be sure not to miss my video detailing 10 packing errors that make TSA officers dislike you. It is loaded with expert advice to help you navigate security like a very important person. If this information has been helpful to you, please hit like and subscribe so I can continue to deliver the finest airline secrets. Safe journeys.